of all, just man, just really proud of our team. That was we knew we were going to get Florida State's best shot coming in here. Their backs were kind of against the wall, and to be able to come in here and really right from the start, we played outstanding. We got the ball, and I don't know what second play maybe we hit the long touchdown pass to Tyler Harrell. It kind of opened things up for us on that first play. Defense was playing good. Offense just kept doing it in the first half. I think we scored maybe from 5 possessions there in the first half to get a good lead. And then in the second half, it kind of flipped. We didn't do as very good on offense. The defense started playing really good, and then our punting game, Mark Bassett in particular, I thought he played outstanding tonight. Some great punts to back them up, inside the 10-yard line. So I told the guys in the locker room it was a team effort, and that's what we had tonight. And we didn't play pretty in the second half, but we found a way to win, and that's what I'm proud of our team about.
You said you didn't play pretty in the second half. How much of that was you guys? How much of that was them?
Well, I think offensively a lot of it was us. Florida State did bring a few more pressures in the second half, but we were ready for them, and I just think we didn't execute. And if we go back and watch that film, it was one player here, one player there, and we got to be all 11, playing as one. And, but, when you get a good win, you can go back and you can fix those, work on those, and you continue to grow as a football team. And that's what we'll do offensively. I thought defensively we gave up the one long run, but I thought other than that they played pretty solid. It was in the second half. We don't want to give up those big plays, make the team try to drive the football, and they did that tonight. They missed a field goal, which was big. And then so I just think you come on the road, get your an ACC play, you get your first win. I think it was huge for our team, and that's back-to-back good weeks of good wins there. Really 3 weeks now.
Scott, you mentioned obviously it's like a tale of 2 different teams offensively. What do you think this offense needs to do to make that first half consistent going forward?
Well, we lost Braden. He went out, and I think that really kind of jarred us up a little bit in the wide receiver room. Braden's such a great catalyst for our offense because he can do so many things. In the slot, he also can play outside. He's our punt returner, and so that was a big loss. And so now you kind of shuffle around a little bit in some of those plays. And then we had some plays there. Malik missed a couple throws, but we also missed a couple of blocks. We had the holding penalty on the 70-yard touchdown run. I'm not going to go with that, but it was, I thought so. There's a lot of factors, I think. Let's just say it that way. That kind of caused some things not to go well in the second half.
It seemed like that first half, you guys are running well on the edges, kind of using a little motion to kind of Why do you think maybe you guys weren't able to run the ball?
Well, we just didn't get any flow. We were a lot of 3 and outs or 4 or 5 plays, and then you're off the field. We want to get in that flow, and now you can go mix it up, with the pass or the run, inside, outside, and so we just never got in that good rhythm in the second half for, like I said, just for many reasons. And it was a lot of the same plays we had in the first half we were executing, and ultimately that's what it comes down to. And like I said, Florida State brought some pressures, and there was a couple of those that really kind of stymied us. We got sacked on the one drive there. Came around the left side, number 11. But I thought we protected well tonight. I think they had 12 sacks coming in after 3 games, which is good. They got some guys that can pass rush, and so I thought we protected well tonight, and that was the only pressure and our sack. And then we just made enough plays in the first half to win the game. It was the bottom line. And come out of here, let's just get better.
Just before halftime, 5 plays. Less than a minute, and then out of halftime, the real quick score. How did you get your team to regroup defensively so it didn't open up?
Well, that was some poor tackling on the big play. I think we had 2 or 3 missed tackles on that big play, and and that's really what it was. After that they settled in, and disappointing the drive before half. They went down pretty quickly and scored on that one as well. But I just think overall they played well. We just don't want to give up the big plays, and with Bassett pinning them back deep, they had to take long fields and long drives, and that's hard on offense. So, but I think overall they played well. Obviously go back and watch the film, but we certainly can get better and do better, and we're going to have to as we move forward. We know we're going to play a solid team. That's a great team next week in Wake Forest. They're good in all 3 phases.
Scott, do you know what's going on with Braden?
Well, not really. We'll get back and get some. It looks like it's a pretty bad injury, but once we get back and probably get MRI, we'll figure out what it is. But I saw him in a brace, and disappointed to see, man. He's a great kid, great competitor, and so we'll know more next week. probably by the time we do our press conference.
Obviously, it seems like, and correct me if I'm wrong, the word for the offense is just execution. When you execute, it's that first half. When you're doing it the second half, where's the gap there?
Well, I can go back really the whole year. I can go back to the Central Florida game. When we executed, man, we looked awesome. First half we executed, we looked awesome. I mean, if after the first half you thought we were going to score 50, and it's just being consistent, I think, more than anything, and being focused and knowing exactly what you're doing, and going out and playing hard, and and really and truly, it's we're not far off. I mean, even in the second half, there's 3 or 4 drives I can remember plays right now where you get this play and now you got momentum, you're going to keep going. We just, it's a very fine line from being really, really good or just not looking good at all.
You were like 8 of 9 on third downs in the first half, and then a lot of 3 and outs.
I know.
Is that type of stuff that you're talking about?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened in the second half. When we go back and look at these third downs, I guarantee you there's one play here or this ball was not where it needed to be, or this one block. I can remember them right now where we get that. One time we needed to run the corner off when Malik comes outside and the corner's right there. But if we just run him off, they're in man coverage, then he's going to go get a first down and maybe a lot of yards. So it's just little things like that, and that we have to make those plays when we win these big games.
Scott, yeah, this 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
It's been, up and down, really, from Ole Miss to a thriller UCF. How do you summarize the first third of the year, and where do you go from here before a big game? Wait for it.
I'll take 3-1. I think Ole Miss is a pretty good football team. And, you look around college football, it's a lot of parity. I think, there's teams that are FCS that are beating Power Fives. There's Group of 5 teams that are beating Power Fives, and then, it's a lot of parity in college football, and I think a lot of the reason for that is transfers, and then super seniors. I think there's a lot to be said for all those things. And we're not giving enough credit for that. And I think when you show up and you have a good plan, then you got a chance to beat anybody. And if you don't show up, and you do some stuff like we did offensively in the second half, then you may not beat anybody. It's just it's a fine line for that. And I think, I think in this league this year, then you got a chance. If you show up and play, you got a chance to win against everybody. And I think so that's encouraging. And I like that. And it's encouraging to our guys. We've 1/3 done of the season, and we're 3-1. We got a lot to build off of. Let's continue to get better. All right.